Hey guys, check it out. It's me, Trickett. And yes, this is another amazing edition of Wake Up with Trickett. And guys, on this wonderful Turn It Around Tuesday, I hope everybody is doing well. I hope all of you are doing well. I know I'm losing sunlight out here. I had a couple of takes already when the sun was out. But for whatever reason, it's electronics. Things went the way they went. And so here I am pre-recording this once again. But hey guys, on this wonderful Turn It Around Tuesday, let me ask you guys this. Why is it that you prefer to use your free will to stay stuck? To stay stuck. Why do you use your free will to stay stuck in bad situations that do not serve your highest good, guys? And you know they don't serve your highest good. You know that. I know that. You know that. Everyone around you knows that. But yet and still you make all these excuses to stay in something that does not benefit you, that does not work for you. And if you have kids, most definitely it's not working for them. I mean, if you're in a home where there's fighting, there's arguing, and there's yelling, and there's cheating, and there's all this negative energy going back and forth, and the kids are in the middle of this, doing one of these numbers, just hearing it all, just absorbing all of that hate, all of that negative energy. How's that doing any good? And then you come up with some crazy statement, and man or woman, you're like, well, I'm staying because of the kids. That's crazy, okay? That's crazy. That's an excuse. You're not staying because of the kids. You're not staying because of the kids. If anything, you're staying because you have fears or you're just not ready to leave. And instead of manning up or woman up and saying that, because you know you shouldn't be there any longer. I don't care what it is. A relationship on the job. You know, you've been telling people, you know, this job doesn't pay me no money. It doesn't pay me no money. It doesn't pay me no money. I don't make any money here. They don't treat me right. And then you're like, well, how long have you been there? And they're like, well, 20 years. And you're like, huh? 20 years? You're like a sponge then when it comes for abuse. So many people get used to the treatment of the negativity. They get used to that negative treatment. And they have only little moments in their life to where, you know, they feel that, it could be better. And then they go right back to the same negative decisions. Why do we want to stay stuck? Why do we choose to stay in a negative situation? Why don't we choose to get out of our bad situations? We freely walked into it with free will, right? Job, romance, whatever you want to put the label on it. Why don't we freely walk away from it? We say we want to feel better, right? We're like, yeah, I want to feel good. I want somebody to love me. I want somebody that cares. And then you know you have all of the opposite where you're at. And then you use insanity thinking and you come up with these crazy excuses to keep you trapped. And you're the one with the key that you can unlock that door, that jail cage, and leave anytime, but yet and still you play victim. You literally are playing an act. You're literally playing a role. You are the author and the writer of your script. And you are playing a role. You're playing this role as if nothing could be done. You've been here too long. I'm tired now. It's too hard to start over. Sounds familiar? Sounds like some old, Gone with the Wind movie or something, some sad movie or something. To really wake up. Wake up. Yes, It may come with some challenges, but the challenges are going to come with a new beginning. Something that you've been wanting, something that you've been desiring, something that you know that if you have, come on, man, your life is going to be amazing. It's going to be a lot better than what it is right now, right? While you're making excuses to stay in the pit of hell, for what reason? I have no idea. But for whatever reason, you have convinced yourself that this is where you need to be and this is how you need to be treated. And that's crazy, right? That's crazy. Because whenever you guys come out of these lockdowns, and I'm not talking about the COVID ones, I'm talking about the lockdown that you put yourself in because you have chosen to stay in these negative situations. When you look back, you're going to be like, I can't believe how long I've stayed in this. You're going to be like, I can't believe how long I've done this. You're going to be shocked. Like, I can't believe this. Look how long I've allowed myself to be enslaved by myself to a person that doesn't love me, that doesn't treat me right, that doesn't give to me the way I know, and I know that I'm deserving to be given of. I know I deserve love the right way. I know what I'm asking is not wrong. It's not far-fetched. It's not old school. No, as a man thinks, and then that person becomes it. I don't believe that. I believe it's all here. I believe it's all out here. I believe there's someone just like me. There's someone just like you. It's all here, but you have to leave your old situation. You got to turn it around on this Turn It Around Tuesday. Straight up. You have to turn it around on this Turn It Around Tuesday, guys. You have to turn it around. You have to say, today's today, that I'm going to change, that I'm not going to go through this, that I'm done with this, that I'm not going to keep sacrificing myself. And then with all the sacrificing you do, you still don't benefit. You still end up losing. You still end up taking an L, taking a loss. You keep making excuses why you have to stay, why you can't leave. That's insanity. That's insanity. Let's just call it what it is, guys. It's insanity. And the longer you stay in that type of mental mindset, the crazier that individual will become. It'll happen as if it'll become like the craziness will become normal. So it won't even be looked at as crazy anymore. It'll just be looked at as it's just my normal. I'm used to being abused. I'm used to being lied to. I'm used to being cheated on. I'm used to temporary relationships. I'm used to being in and out. I'm used to, just everything that's not serving you. It's Turnaround Tuesday, guys. You guys deserve the best. You deserve the best. You deserve to be treated right. You deserve to have that love. You deserve to have that stability. You deserve to have that good energy, in your life. You deserve to have that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, you do. You are deserving of that. But you can keep sacrificing yourself, self-sacrificing yourself, and making excuses to continue to keep pushing away your new beginning, to keep pushing away your good thing, to keep pushing away that better opportunity that is actually waiting for you. But because you might have to ruffle some feathers, because you might have to um, go through some challenging times to get to that new beginning. You don't want to put in the work. You don't want to put in the work at all. You want it without doing anything for it. And there's nothing for nothing. There's nothing for nothing. You're going to have to put in the work if you want it. And if you don't put in the work for it, it's just because you don't want it. So allow somebody else to have it. Somebody that is not afraid. Somebody that is not scared. Somebody that is not operating on fear. Somebody that loves themselves first before they sacrifice themselves for no positive reason at all. It's just out of self-pity and fear, which is only false evidence appearing real. But to them, it's really real, because fear makes it easy not to move. Fear makes it easy for you not to have to get up and say, okay, today's the day I'm going to change. Fear makes it easy for you to procrastinate, put it off till tomorrow. Fear makes it easy for you to make excuses to just talk to your homie or to your friend on the phone or to your girlfriend on the phone. Friend. Fear makes it easy for you to just keep going around it and never ever just meeting it face on. And then once you do that and you get over that hurdle, you see that you have a new beginning. You see that you close one cycle out and there is another brand new cycle waiting for you. And you're like, man, I should have did this like a long time ago. Just like everybody says when they look back and they're like, wow, man, I can't believe that I let this many years go by. Fear. Fear. Fear and a lack of self-love will always keep you trapped in unloving circumstances. Always. Always. Fear. And when a person lacks self-love, because if you don't have love for yourself, and then, you let anybody treat you like dirt. That's why so many people are in bad relationships. That's why so many people are on jobs that don't make them happy. That's why they're angry. They're angry when they go to work. You haven't even did anything. They're just angry people. And they hide behind all kinds of scandals and everything else so they don't have to look at their life because they're too lazy. Yes, too lazy to change. They're too lazy to change. They're too lazy to want to put the work in. It's too much work. It wasn't too much work. It ain't too much work getting that butt whipped, huh? It's not too much work getting cheated on, huh? It's not too much work having your emotions just getting shredded and shredded and shredded and aging you faster and faster and faster and wearing you down quicker and quicker and quicker. You can go through all that, huh? You can go through all that. You have the willpower. You have the guts. You're fearless when it comes to that, being a sacrifice. You can do that, but you can't do the work that'll get you out of your bad situation, out of that bad job, into a better job, out of that bad relationship, into a better relationship, away from that bad environment, into a better environment. You choose what it is. You know your life better than I do. But you know why you're there. You know what excuses that you're making. You know how you act when you really want something. You make every excuse to do it. But now when you have a lack of self-love and you don't love yourself, and then you become a doormat, you just become a person that doesn't experience respect, but disrespect, and no love. None. It's all illusion. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's oh, let me do a little something for you, and then the next minute it's already back crazy again because it's not authentic. It's not real. How long? How much of you are you willing to continue to sacrifice? How much of you are you willing to just allow somebody to trample on? How much of you are you going to allow to be exploited before you finally look in the mirror one day? You finally look in the mirror and you go, wow, what's left of me, whatever's left of you, you're going to build from that point. You're going to say no more. You're going to pick up the pieces. You're going to take whatever you have to take, leave whatever you have to leave, and you're going to make the choice to move on to a better future, because you only have one life here. So why waste it being abused and making excuses for your own bad decisions? It's your own bad karma. Your karma never gets better because you choose to stay in bad environments. You choose to stay in bad relationships. You choose to stay on a bad job. So if you're on a job that you're not happy with, what are you going to do? You're going to talk negative about it the whole entire time. So what are you doing? Planting seeds. So what does your garden look like? What does your spiritual garden look like? A bunch of complaints, a bunch of negativity. So now your karma, when your harvest comes in, when those seeds sprout that you put out there, it's all going to be negative. So you're in that cycle on everything spins because you just keep speaking the same. So you continue to keep staying the same. What are you going to do if you're in a bad relationship? You're going to speak negative about it. So you can continue to just keep producing that negative seed. And it's going to continue to keep coming back to you because it's like, look, you could leave at any time. You drove here and you drove back. So yeah, you could have just kept on going. So if you're driving back to something that you say doesn't please you, hurts you, isn't good for you, and you can still muster up some type of excuse to keep you in that abuse, and then that's where you'll be. Unfortunately, because of lack of self-love and fear to move on, fear of the new changes, fear of just what will be next. I've been here so long. I've been used to this for so long. I've been at this job for so long. And you just start finding excuses to anchor yourself to so you can stay in a bad situation that you complain about every single day, how unhappy you are being in it. But then when it's talk about leaving, you start to anchor on to things. No, I can't leave. It's because, how do you expect to have anything new come in your life when you are holding on to the old? And the old that doesn't even serve your highest good, doesn't even care, doesn't even love you, isn't even there for you, isn't even there treating you right on the job, off the job, in relationship, friendships, whatever. You fill in the blanks. You know where it fits in your life. And you know why you haven't left. And you know why you're still stuck. You know why you're still stuck. And so, it's Turn It Around Tuesday. Come on, guys. Snap out of it. Snap out of it. Get out of that rut that you've been in, ladies. Get out of that rut that you've been in, guys. Come on, get out of it. Treat yourself to the life that you deserve. Treat yourself to the person that you deserve. And you know what that means is you can't be playing games and then expect them to give you the full truth. Because once again, there we go, off balance. There's no balance. It has to be an equal give and take. If not, the karma is going to come back on you or the other person. You fill in the blanks. So I'm just saying, go after what you want. And when you get serious about what you want will get serious about you. But you can't be staying in a bad situation and still trying to creep somewhere else. All you're doing is just, once again, planning more negative karma. And then you're staying in a bad situation, and so all you're doing is speaking negative about it. So all you're doing, once again, is planning more negative karma. See how you just can't get out of a negative lifestyle? See why your life every day, every week, every month, every year, in, out, will always be more negative than good? Because you stay stuck in situations that always have you speaking negative, because you're not a person that knows how to leave when you're not being treated well. But you're a person that loves abuse more than you love freedom, love pain more than you love being healed, love chaos more than you love peace, love negativity. Let's just keep it 100. More than you love positivity in your life. Because if it was positivity or love that you were seeking, you would already call time and made a decision to get a better job, to get better friends, to get a better love, whatever. But you wouldn't have this sad, miserable story of, let me give you my excuse that makes no common sense. But let me give you my excuse while I'm still going to stay here and take this abuse. I've been doing it for so long. It's normal now. You're like, you're crazy. You know that, right? you got some issues at this point. You literally had said that, I'm just going to accept abuse as my way of life. I'm just going to accept cheating as my way of life. I'm just going to accept being lied on and disrespected and looked over and passed over and looked down upon as my way of life, because, that's just the way it is. That's crazy. That is literally crazy. Like, really? How can you have kids, man or woman, and this is your way of thinking? What are you teaching them then? This. That's what you're teaching them. Wake up. Turn around. It's Turn Around Tuesday. Wake up, guys. Wake up. This is my third video I had to do. And now the sun's gone and I had to jump in my car. But you know what? Got the light on and I'm going to still make it happen. Because when you want to get something done, you're going to do whatever it takes to get it done. Right? You guys are all amazing and exceptional and extraordinary people. You guys are all victorious. You guys are all divine beings. Don't choose to live a karmic life to where you hook up with someone or in a place or with a group of people, and all it does is drain your energy. All it does is drain you. There's no joy. Very little to no joy at all there. Don't be this wonderful, beautiful, divine being that should be living an amazing and exceptional life. Creating your life with your thoughts. changing your reality to fit what you desire. You guys are all wonderful. You guys all have this amazing power. But do not choose to be karmic beings to where you forfeit your divineship so you can live a life of hell. And it will only be done, it will only be because of your own free will, of your own life choices. And before I let you go, guys, this is why when people try to talk to me about the president and all this stuff, I don't really get into any of that. Okay? Because I don't hide behind people. I don't hide behind words. I don't hide behind masks. I just don't hide. Okay? And what I mean by that is this. You'll get so many people, the president's this, and no matter who the president is. Whoever it is, I don't care who it is. I just respect who's ever in office. Period. Point blank. And I'll tell you why. However much money you make or don't make, whatever relationship you have or don't have, how many times you've been married or not married, whether you have good kids or kids from hell, all of this came from your choices. You didn't go seek the president's help. You didn't go to the president's home. You didn't write emails and say, I'm thinking about getting married. What do you think? I'm thinking about getting this job. What do you think? All of your life choices were all on you. But then when you're not happy because of your bad life choices and you're not willing to change and you're looking for excuses to hide behind because you're going to still stay a little bit longer or a lot longer, you find topics to talk about. So now the president's this and the president's that, or whatever the topic may be for the day. Did you watch the news? Yeah, anything but me. Why aren't we talking about you? Why aren't you talking about your dreams, your aspirations? Because you have none? How does somebody else become more interesting than you? Because you have no life? That's not alarming to you? That doesn't startle you? That you find more joy speaking about somebody else's life that you don't even know in the physical, in the 3D realm, in this reality world? They never sat down with you, talked to you, cooked you a meal, nothing? But you find more joy talking or discussing their life, their future plans? Come on, you don't see something's wrong with that picture? You are made so much better than that. And these choices we made, none of the presidents, none of these people we complain about on the news, none of them had anything to do with anything. You, yes, you beautiful, divine being, you made those decisions. You picked that man, that woman. You raised or didn't raise those kids. You allowed or didn't allow whatever you allowed in your house. You decided to sacrifice your life this much in a negative relationship or that much in on a negative low-paying job, staying in an unhappy state. All you. And it amazes me, really it does, how we find so many excuses that we can come up with. That should be a game show, right? How many excuses can you come up with? Because it seems like no matter the age, no matter the demographics, no matter how much money you make or not, everybody's able to come up with the excuses when they're not ready to change. So we put the claws into our bad situations that we say we want out of, that we say we want joy, we want love. I want a good man, I want a good woman, but yet and still we say all of that, right? Sounds good, right? We say all of that, right? And then we stay there in that negative situation, looking crazy as all get out. Even God's looking at you. Universe is even going like, really? But they was just saying how they wanted a good person and good. And then when it's time to leave, they're they don't want to let go. Wise up, guys. Wake up. This is Wake Up with Trick It. We're all waking up together, right? We're all here to help one another, right? Of course. This is full transparency. This isn't hiding behind words. If you wear a mask, it's because you're scared to get sick. You're scared of dying. So many people will be like, no, it's common sense. It's this, it's that, it's that. Let's just cut the chase. Can't lie to God. Can't lie to the universe. Come on, man. You're scared of getting sick. There's fear. Wherever there's fear and lack of self-love, you're going to see this type of element always pop up. People are always going to hide behind things. It takes a lot. It takes a strong individual to look in the mirror and to admit their faults and then to move forward so they can have their new beginning. And I know you guys can all do it. And I know you're tired. And it's 2022 coming up. And do you want to go into 2022 with the baggage that you're pulling from 2021? And then that's ludicrous. That's crazy. Once again, it makes no sense. But if you want to do that, you have your own free will, guys. By all means, take all your burdens from the last year and the year before and continue to just keep bringing them over from one year to the next year to the next year, even though it's not serving you, but you continue for some strange reason to continue to keep doing this. You won't let it go. Way too smart. Don't choose this karmic lifestyle. Don't pair up with someone that is not your soulmate. That is not your twin flame. That is not the one that is meant for you, because then all you're doing is setting yourself up for heartache. Well, I didn't want to be alone, so you stayed with the monster. You stayed on a bad job. You stayed with horrible friends. Whatever the case, you put the pieces where they fit. I'm going to let you guys go. You know you got to make a choice. And I know you got it in you to do it. But will you? Only you know. And I'm Tricky, guys. Take care. You guys are all amazing. Peace out.